Welcome back to our channel, Bold Fans. Today is a spectacular day to dive deep into the latest drama unfolding in Los Angeles and the glamorous shores of Monte Carlo. We have a massive update for you regarding the Finnegans, the Forresters, and the Spencers. So, grab your favorite beverage, settle in, and let us unpack all the explosive twists and turns coming your way on The Bold and the Beautiful. The international emergency surrounding John Finn Finnegan and his wife, Steffy Forrester Finnegan, is about to reach a terrifying boiling point. As viewers know, Steffy has traveled to the breathtaking Principality of Monaco to handle some Forrester Creations business alongside her father, Ridge Forrester, and Brooke Logan Forrester. However, Steffy's primary motivation for this European excursion is deeply personal. She is desperately seeking a romantic reset for her marriage. Standing amidst the stunning architecture and gazing out at the azure Mediterranean waters, Steffy is filled with a renewed sense of hope. She is eagerly awaiting Finn's arrival so they can recreate the magic of their historic 2022 reunion at the local church. Steffy truly believes that she has finally escaped the suffocating toxicity of Los Angeles, and more importantly, she believes she has finally escaped the looming shadow of her monstrous mother-in-law, Sheila Carter. Unfortunately for Steffy, her sense of peace is built on a devastating illusion. Back in Los Angeles, Finn's departure was chaotic. After being delayed by a grueling, hours-long surgery at the hospital, Finn was forced to scramble to catch the next available commercial flight to Europe. His adoptive mother, Lee Finnegan, generously offered to book the itinerary for him, but in a rare moment of carelessness, she left the flight details exposed on an open computer screen. This catastrophic error allowed a delusional and obsessive Sheila Carter to steal the information. Now, Finn is about to face his absolute worst nightmare thousands of feet in the air. When Finn boards his commercial flight, exhausted and desperate to reunite with his wife, he expects a few hours of quiet respite. Instead, his blood runs utterly cold as he finds himself staring directly into the chilling, familiar eyes of Sheila Carter. The sheer audacity of her presence in the seat next to him sends shockwaves of panic through his entire nervous system. Sheila has successfully ambushed her son on a transatlantic flight, effectively trapping him in a metal tube in the sky with nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. Finn's immediate reaction is one of pure, unadulterated outrage. He demands that his biological mother get off the aircraft instantly. However, Sheila is a master manipulator who thrives in high-pressure situations. As the cabin doors close and the seatbelt sign illuminates, Sheila casually buckles herself in, flashing Finn a triumphant smirk. She knows exactly what she's doing. It is far too late for her to disembark without causing a massive scene. Finn is suddenly thrust into an agonizing dilemma. He could alert the flight attendants, scream for security, and potentially trigger a massive crisis involving the Transportation Security Administration. Doing so would undoubtedly result in Sheila being forcibly removed, but it would also create a humiliating public spectacle, potentially delaying the flight and generating unwanted tabloid headlines for the Forrester family. Weighing his impossible options, Finn makes a fateful and highly controversial decision. Rather than causing a TSA emergency, he decides to endure the agonizing flight with Sheila by his side. He sternly warns her that she must turn around and fly straight back to Los Angeles the moment they land in Monaco. Furthermore, Finn makes the catastrophic choice to hide Sheila's prank from Steffy. He rationalizes this lie of omission by convincing himself that he is protecting Steffy's fragile mental health. Steffy is still suffering from severe post-traumatic stress disorder due to Sheila's past violence, and Finn believes that telling her Sheila is in Monaco will only destroy their romantic getaway. However, seasoned viewers know that secrets in this fictional universe always detonate with maximum casualties. By choosing to conceal Sheila's presence, Finn is planting a ticking time bomb directly underneath the foundation of the sin marriage. When Steffy inevitably discovers that her husband lied to her and allowed her greatest abuser to follow them across the globe, the fallout will be apocalyptic. Meanwhile, back in Los Angeles, the corporate landscape at Forrester Creations is undergoing a massive seismic shift. With Hope Logan Spencer officially defecting to Logan Creations, a massive vacuum has been left in the youth demographic market. The hope for the future brand is currently in limbo, and the executive team is scrambling to find a fresh, innovative voice to capture the younger generation of consumers. Enter RJ Forrester, who is never one to miss a golden opportunity. RJ has formulated a bold, highly ambitious idea, and he is ready to pitch it to the one woman he believes can save the day, Elektra Forrester. RJ approaches Elektra with a presentation that is designed to dazzle her. He formally proposes that Elektra should step out of the shadows of the jewelry department and take the helm as the lead visionary for Forrester Creations' next major youth fashion line. RJ passionately argues that Elektra has the exact aesthetic, the modern sensibilities, and the Forrester legacy running through her veins to make the new brand an absolute global phenomenon. He paints a picture of a glamorous, highly successful future where the two of them collaborate closely to rebuild the company's youth appeal from the ground up. Elektra is completely overwhelmed by the magnitude of RJ's proposal. On one hand, she is deeply flattered and thrilled that RJ believes in her talents so fiercely. It is the career opportunity of a lifetime, a chance to cement her own legacy within the legendary fashion dynasty. On the other hand, the sheer weight of the responsibility is terrifying. Elektra is already feeling the immense pressure of her current workload. Having recently pushed her assistant, Melissa Dillon, back to Daphne Rose Walton due to Dillon's inappropriate romantic pursuit of Will Spencer, Elektra is currently shouldering the burden of the jewelry line entirely on her own. The thought of taking on an entire fashion division feels incredibly daunting. Furthermore, the professional pitch is heavily laced with intense romantic undertones. RJ and Elektra have been growing incredibly close ever since her explosive and permanent breakup with Will Spencer. RJ has been her rock, her confidant, and her protector during the messy fallout of the Spencer-Forrester feud. By offering her this massive career elevation, RJ is also strategically ensuring that they will be spending long, intimate hours working together in the design office. It is a brilliant, calculated move to solidify their romantic connection and permanently erase Will Spencer from Elektra's mind. As Elektra weighs the heavy demands of the job against the undeniable chemistry she shares with RJ, she must decide if she is ready to take this massive leap of faith, both professionally and personally. While the younger generation navigates corporate ambition and budding romance, a much more mature love story is reaching a breathtaking crescendo. Deacon Sharp has spent the last few months completely transforming his life. Having successfully reopened the bikini bar and firmly distanced himself from the toxicity of his past, Deacon is finally ready to embrace a future filled with genuine happiness. He has legally severed his ties to Sheila Carter, and his heart now belongs entirely to Taylor Hayes. In a moment of pure, unadulterated romance, the spoilers for the week of August 10th reveal that Deacon is going to make the ultimate commitment. In a beautifully orchestrated, deeply emotional scene, Deacon Sharp will drop to one knee and present Taylor with a stunning diamond ring. He will pour his heart out, declaring that she is the love of his life, his saving grace, and the woman he wants to spend his remaining days with. Deacon's marriage proposal will completely catch Taylor off guard, leaving her breathless and overwhelmed with joy. She loves Deacon deeply and has found a profound sense of security and passion in his arms that she hasn't felt in years. However, Taylor's joyous reaction will inevitably be clouded by the harsh realities of her family dynamics. While her heart is screaming yes, her mind is racing with the terrifying implications of marrying Deacon. Steffy Forrester Finnegan harbors a deep, unwavering hatred for Deacon due to his historical ties to Sheila Carter. Steffy has repeatedly warned her mother that Deacon is a dangerous liability and that Sheila will never truly let him go. Taylor knows that accepting this proposal will ignite a massive, fiery conflict with her daughter. Furthermore, Taylor is acutely aware that Sheila's recent signature on the divorce papers might just be a manipulative calm before a deadly storm. As Taylor looks down at the ring, she must decide if her love for Deacon is strong enough to withstand the hurricane of family backlash and the ever-present, lurking threat of a vengeful Sheila Carter. Elsewhere in Los Angeles, the bitter corporate war between Forrester Creations and Logan Creations continues to inflict heavy emotional casualties. Brooke Logan Forrester has been struggling to keep her head above water ever since her daughter, Hope, betrayed the family and defected to Katie Logan Spencer's rival company. Brooke's sense of loyalty has been shattered, and she has been sinking into a deep, dark depression. The situation is about to get exponentially worse when Fanny Grayson arrives on the scene. Fanny, the enthusiastic French fashion aficionado who has been a staple at various high-profile Forrester events, will request a private meeting with Brooke. Brooke expects a standard industry catch-up, but instead, Fanny delivers a piece of news that hits Brooke like a physical blow. Fanny reveals a shocking secret. She is officially taking her business ventures and industry influence over to Logan Creations. Katie has successfully poached yet another vital ally from the Forrester camp. For Brooke, this is the ultimate insult added to a gaping injury. She feels as though Katie is systematically dismantling her life, stealing her daughter, her colleagues, and her industry connections one by one. The bad news from Fanny sends Brooke spiraling further into despair. Feeling utterly defeated and alienated by her own sister, Brooke seeks desperate comfort in the arms of Ridge Forrester. Ridge, who is already enraged by the Spencer family's ruthless business tactics, holds Brooke tightly, offering his unwavering support. He vows to protect her and promises that Forrester Creations will crush Logan in the upcoming fashion showdowns. The tenderness between Ridge and Brooke highlights the strength of their enduring bond, even as the world around them seems to be collapsing into corporate warfare. Finally, we turn our attention to a storyline that is quietly breaking the hearts of viewers everywhere. Daphne Rose Walton and her husband, Carter Walton, are currently navigating the most excruciating chapter of their marriage. Recently, Daphne was delivered a devastating medical diagnosis by Dr. Lee Finnegan. She learned that she is experiencing premature menopause and is facing severe infertility. For a woman who had spent months dreaming of building a beautiful family with the man she loves, the news was a soul-crushing tragedy. Daphne has been drowning in a sea of inadequacy and grief, terrified that she is failing Carter by being unable to give him the biological children he has always desired. However, Carter has proven himself to be the absolute gold standard of a devoted husband. He has refused to let Daphne pull away, standing by her side as an immovable pillar of strength and unconditional love. In the upcoming episodes, Daphne and Carter will share a deeply moving, beautiful moment of reconnection. Sitting together in the quiet intimacy of their home, Carter will gently wipe away Daphne's tears and look deeply into her eyes. He will reiterate with absolute conviction that she is his entire world. He will assure her that a family is not solely defined by biology, and that his love for her is not conditional on her ability to conceive. Carter's profound, unwavering reassurance will finally begin to penetrate the walls of Daphne's depression. As they hold each other, the heavy burden of the diagnosis will momentarily lift, replaced by a profound sense of gratitude for the love they share. In this tender, vulnerable space, Daphne will softly voice a lingering, desperate question that has been haunting her mind. Despite the medical finality of the diagnosis, she will look at Carter and wonder aloud if there is any possible chance for a miracle. Could she still, against all scientific odds, get pregnant? It is a heartbreaking inquiry born out of sheer desperation and the primal desire to create life with her soulmate. Carter will hold her closer, navigating the delicate balance between maintaining realistic expectations and nurturing the fragile flame of hope in his wife's heart. Together, they will face the daunting reality of their situation, united in their love and prepared to explore every alternative path to parenthood. Whether it be through surrogacy, adoption, or simply finding a new, unexpected way to define their happily ever after. The coming weeks on The Bold and the beautiful promise to deliver an unforgettable roller coaster of high-stakes drama, heart-stopping romance, and devastating emotional revelations. Will Finn's dangerous lie destroy his marriage to Steffy? Will Elektra accept RJ's massive career pitch? How will Taylor respond to Deacon's life-changing proposal? And can Daphne and Carter survive the agonizing trials of infertility? Be sure to tune in every day to find out, because in this town, the drama never stops and the truth always has a way of coming into the light.